Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. This video is going to be a little different than what you're probably used to just because I really wanted to make a video discussing some changes that I'm going to be making to this channel. I first want to start off by discussing my business. I may have mentioned this to you guys a while ago. I most likely did because I talked about it a lot in previous videos. I have been working on building up a business in motivational speaking because that's kind of the career that your girl wants to go into. No, I'm 100% sure that that's the career I want to go into. I started that business, I started to really work on it since last year once I was finished with school, and I'm still working on it. It was never complete, but the website needs a little bit more work, and then we'll be ready to, open it up to the public and start getting more opportunities, things of that nature. I want to just let you guys know that if you've seen a different name on this channel, it's because I changed my channel name to suit what my website, the forefront of my business, what it is. So it's My Vision For You, and that is kind of why you guys have been seeing that. If you're like, wait, what happened? Why did she change the whole aspect of the channel in terms of the name? That's why. To be honest, you guys, I've been struggling. I have been struggling in multiple areas of my life right now. Struggling to find a job, and really just kind of struggling to find more opportunities in the meantime while we continue to work on the website. But I think that, I'm very hopeful about this. I know that this is going to go somewhere, and that's why I tried my best to really figure out ways of being able to kind of level up my business. Even if it's not really up and running right now, I still have ideas, you know what I'm saying? I still have plans, I still have things that I'm this would be a super cool idea. But I'm not gonna lie, I've been struggling. It's been a little hard for me recently. I've had very overwhelming moments over the past, I want to say month. Ever since April came around, I was just I was kind of in a funk. I went on a little vacation, and then I was PMSing. I know none of you actually care about this, but I was so emotional because I'm overwhelmed with a lot of things right now, and I'm trying to just take my time with things and really kind of pay attention to what's important to me. And so yeah, I feel that's been a big thing for me, is really just trying not to compare myself to where other people are in their journeys right now, and really just trying to focus on me. What do I need? What can I do each and every day while I'm home to really help myself to find new opportunities, and even to create opportunities. I want to stress the importance of that, because if you're not finding opportunities out there that you're oh, I really need this for my business or for my career, find a way to create them for yourself and for other people. So there's that. But however, I don't like having to ask people for feedback on this channel, because I feel if you watch my content, then you watch my content. I don't want to be oh, please give me feedback, please comment, please please give me views. I really don't like when I see other YouTubers doing it. However, y'all, you can help me out, okay? I really appreciate you guys for even staying on this channel to begin with, and I'm not saying this to be oh, please help me, because you don't have to. You have the option to be girl, I'm not helping you. But I have a lot of faith in this channel and in what I'm trying to do, and it would mean so much to me if you guys could, in any way possible, help your girl out, either with subscribers or anything. It could literally be anything. I don't really care. And I don't like as you guys may know, if you've been with me for like since the beginning, that's kind of where, like, that's kind of the start of when I was like, oh, everybody subscribe and like and share. And if you notice, like, I don't really do that now. I just kind of put like the subscribe thing at the end of my video, because I just want to kind of give people the option, if they choose to, then they can. But like, I don't really ask you guys, like, when I'm sitting here saying like, okay guys, thanks for watching, and then I say thanks, like, subscribe, comment, share, like. I used to do that when I was, you know, kind of coming up in my YouTube era. In order for me to provide you guys the content that you would want to see, I do need feedback from you guys, and I've only gotten it from like one person, and that's always been like the one person that ever like responds to my questions. And I have 363 of you guys, and I'm so grateful that I even made it to 363 subscribers. Listen, there was a point where I was like, oh, I'm only gonna be stuck at like 100 something subscribers, and the fact that I'm here where I'm able to have this amount of subscribers, I don't have thousands yet, but I know that we have the potential on this channel to get there. I have a vision for this channel, and I have a vision for what I want to do, but I think that in order for me to really kind of collaborate with you guys, I also need you guys to like speak up and be like, hey, I don't like that video that you posted, or hey, could you talk about this thing, because this is something that I would want to see more of, or stop talking about X, Y, and Z because I don't want to hear more of that. I don't want to ever seem like I seek that feedback from being on social media, but I think it's hard when you're a smaller YouTuber and you don't have a large audience to even begin with. And so my thing is, for me being the content creator, right, I also have to rely on what you guys want. So like, for you to say in the community tab, girl, stop posting that one video, like, I'm tired of hearing about that one topic, or nah, let's hear this side of your story, or like, let's talk about this, let's have a conversation about this, or show me how you do X, Y, and Z. You know, I have ideas, but the thing is, I also can't, like, I will continue to put out the things that I think would be beneficial for people to see, but it's also totally fine if you guys were like, oh, like, I don't really want to hear about that, I'm more interested in this. So I promise after this I won't ask you guys for feedback. Because I don't like when I have people that, when I see YouTubers that are like, guys, please give me feedback. So I'm really not trying to be that person, because I feel like it's so, like, you shouldn't have to beg people for feedback or for comments or anything. But I think for me, it's like, it's kind of been hard for me to really come up in this industry with not having an audience, and that's what I'm trying to build here. I'm trying to build a community. If you're interested in being part of that community, then I think it's necessary to also hear what you guys have to say. But for right now, help me if you feel like it. If you don't, you don't need to. So that's that. Like, I think I just want to say that you don't need to help me if you don't. Let's talk about a little bit more about my business for a second. I just want to kind of highlight a couple things. So my business, like I mentioned, is based off of motivational speaking and content creation. It's kind of like a mixture of things. That's kind of the main focus of it, is really just to help other people, inspire other people, help to coach people. Like, I want to do a lot. I have a lot of passions, and I know that certain passions are just specifically things that I can do for myself, but there are also things that, like, I feel can be beneficial for everybody. Obviously, representing my community is a big thing for me, and I'm sure fellow content creators, your community is important to you, so you do things to really help represent your communities. I want to be one of the voices that really help to motivate people in my community and outside of my community. I really, like, coming up with this idea was very much meant to allow other people to come to me and say, hey, I've been struggling with this, because, you know, if they're new to blindness, if it's a sighted person that's experiencing something for the first time, and I kind of want to help people to really kind of help them get into the right direction. If people seem interested in what I'm doing, and if you'd like to, kind of figure out how you can be kind of play a role in that. I cannot talk clearly. Just let me know, because I'm always looking to allow other people to come to me with suggestions. I have so many ideas for this channel and for my business and for what I want to do, and it's really just a matter of taking things one step at a time. Like, I want to help pull all the people that are like smaller YouTubers or startup businesses. Like, I want to help pull those people up. That's always been my goal, is just to really, if I ever become, whenever, we don't say if ever, all right, we say whenever, when I become a larger YouTuber, which I already have that vision in mind for myself. I don't want to be the YouTuber that completely forgets about where they came from. I think it's important for me, as someone who is in the position where I don't have a large audience. Like, I know that there are people here and on Instagram that do support me, and I'm really grateful for that. But I think that for me, I understand the struggle of trying to figure out how to come up in this industry. The entertainment industry is not easy to come up in, but that doesn't mean that it's not possible. It just means that you really have to find new ways of kind of leveraging and leveling up, because on YouTube, there's people that I know that are super talented and bring so many good qualities to the table, and it's like, but it's so hard because sometimes you don't have that level of like, okay, how do I gain more of an audience on YouTube? How can I really allow my subscribers to interact with one another and to, interact with me? And that's why I never want to, again, put that idea of like, hey, please respond, please comment. But I also want to build a community here, and I think it's important for me to do that, because I find that sometimes when you have more people to kind of talk to and to have conversations with, it allows you guys to also get to know more about each other, and it allows me to also get to know more about you. And so, I have visions, I have goals. I think it's just a matter of really like figuring out a way to get to that point. And that's why sometimes it can be overwhelming, and I'm sure some of you can relate to this, but sometimes it's hard because you're like, well, shoot, I don't really know where I'm specifically going, but I know that I'm heading in the right direction. And so I keep on trying to like find new ideas that can be really fun and educating and entertaining, all wrapped up into one, for whether it's for YouTube or for Instagram or both. I'm not a big TikTok person. It's not that accessible. I don't really love TikTok for like content creation, but I know how quickly a lot of content creators kind of come up over there. So I've been really trying to like find ideas to really put on TikTok that are different from the content that I do here, so that people that may follow me there or that may end up subscribing to me have some other stuff to really kind of look forward to. So yeah, I don't know. I feel like that's really what I wanted to discuss here, was just really talking about the changes. I am still working to make this content better, but I think that in the meantime, it's really just a matter of figuring out what the people that watch my stuff really want to see and like learn more about. Because I've always said, like, I want this platform to be educational, entertaining, a variety of things, and I strive to do that as much as I can, but also remembering that what I do is also keeping blindness kind of like at the forefront of what I do, because of course that's part of me. It's not everything that I am, but it is a part of me, and I think it's important to really show people, like, listen, I'm not just this one person. I'm not just this girl that just does this and this. Like, I have so many other things that I do. And so I'm working on getting things out to you guys that I think you might like. But in the meantime, that's really kind of what I wanted to talk about, is just really talking about my business, changing the name of this channel to kind of allow people that when they find my website, they can also say, oh, let me check out her YouTube channel to see if there's other things. And really kind of integrating different parts of what I do into like one thing. Because I do have a vision for the world, and I have visions for what I feel like would be helpful for people. And of course, people can always say, like, listen, like, this would be helpful for me because, and then I can help them to really say, okay, like, let's talk about what you would want to accomplish. And so that's why you see the name change on the channel. That's kind of why you see me kind of trying to find more opportunities to really level up to like a different part of what I want to do. But it's also why I post more in the community tab, because I think it's important to really see how you guys feel about the content, what you think of it. And I'm gonna do a poll just to like run it by you guys in case a lot of people don't watch this video, just to kind of ask you what you think of the content, and then you can kind of add your own responses. And you know, that's that. But thank you guys. I do want to thank you for always being so supportive. I know that I sometimes get discouraged because I don't see a lot of views coming in. And I don't know if it's because of the quality of my content or what it is, or the aesthetic, if you guys are just kind of tired of like seeing the same types of things. But I know that I still have people here that support me. So thank you to all 363 of you. Even if you don't come across this video, I mean, even if you don't watch this video, but you still like are subscribed, thank you for being here and for being a part of the journey. And yeah, I'm just really grateful for you guys. So thank you so much for that. I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.